Me!
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most disturbing and weirdest things celebs have admitted.
I just basically shouldn't have used them in any context.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're going to be looking at the biggest celeb TMI moments, mental health related confessions, everyday things that make them just like us, and much more. What's one thing you can't believe your fave celeb admitted to doing? Let us know in those comments below. Number 10. Les Dennis keeps his fingernails. If you've ever seen Would I Lie to You, you'd agree that it's an absolute mecca for learning absurd facts about UK celebs.
I like to keep my old fingernail clippings so I can use them later on.
But honestly, there are no words for Les Dennis's confession. He revealed that he actually keeps his fingernails for later. In his defense, he said he wanted to be prepared in case there's no toothpick lying about. He even argued that toothpicks can't really get in that far, but a fingernail seems to do the job very well. Ew.
The thing about toothpicks is they don't quite get in, do they?
Best part, he said his wife was aware of this habit, but doesn't seem to support it. Can't imagine why. Number 9. Perry Edwards is all of us. This is a shout out to a text. In August 2015, the pop culture world was shook after rumours spread that Zayn called off the engagement with Perry. Rumours also had it that he broke up with his fiancée in a text message. This was later denied by Zayn, but confirmed by Perry in Little Mix's book Our World. A few months later, Zayn was spotted on a date with Gigi Hadid. Meanwhile, Perry and the rest of Little Mix turned her heartbreak into a song that became their best-selling hit. Still not over the fact that even celebs dump via text. Number 8. Robert Pattinson's hygiene. If you have a problem with personal hygiene, don't worry. Robert Pattinson can relate. Back in 2009, Robert said he doesn't really care about showering and admitted that it's most likely that he hasn't washed his hair for as long as 6 weeks. He also warned people that if they ever visit his apartment, they need to get ready for it to be extra messy because he just doesn't care. According to MTV, people that worked with him on set said he absolutely reeked. Good news, he's changed since 2009, and in 2014, he revealed he started a grooming routine and abandoned his shaggy look. Number 7. John Lennon's confession. In the Beatles song Getting Better, John Lennon sings, "I used to be cruel to my woman. I beat her and kept her apart from the things that she loved." Well, in a 1980 interview, John confirmed that the song was autobiographical and said that he used to be cruel to his wife and physically hit any woman in his life. People questioned whether or not John would also hit his son. While this was never explicitly stated, Julian Lennon has said that his father was a hypocrite because he preached love to the rest of the world, but couldn't show that to his own son or wife. Number 6. Hugh Jackman peed himself on stage. Let's lighten the mood for a moment.
What was my most embarrassing moment in life?
Hugh Jackman is a prime example of owning your embarrassing moments, no matter who you are. He's actually told this story to several talk show hosts. Guess time really heals the most embarrassing wounds because this happened back in 1996. Hugh was Gaston in a Beauty and the Beast production when he suddenly started having headaches every day. After it was revealed he was dehydrated, he drank a ton of water. Few moments later, he was picking up Belle on stage, and as it turns out, his bladder just couldn't hold it anymore.
Me!
When you gotta go, you gotta go. Number 5. Sean Connery's shocking claim. John Lennon wasn't the only one who admitted to hitting women. Sean Connery revealed that an open-handed slap on a woman is justified if she's being hysterical or having an attitude. This was way back in a 1965 Playboy interview. Later, Sean revealed that those comments were taken out of context. But 20 years later, He had a similar conversation with Barbara Walters and claimed that there's nothing wrong with hitting a woman the same way you would hit a man.
Not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist, it's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No.
He repeated that he doesn't think it's bad to hit women at all. In 2006, he reportedly retracted those statements. Number 4, Mel Giedroyc licked David Bowie's cupcake before serving it to him.
I once licked David Bowie's cake just to be close to him.
Okay, so we have to remember that this happened pre-COVID, but even so, this is pretty repulsive. Mel Giedroyc was working as a waitress in a cappuccino bar. Then David Bowie came in. Mel was working in the back, so she wasn't able to serve him, but in her words, she wanted to feel like she entered him. And she took a cake and gave it a lick. She demonstrated this lick on Would I Lie to You, and honestly, it's pretty messed up when you think about it.
It would have just been a...
Mel is certainly lucky people didn't make a bigger deal out of this. It's absolutely disgusting. Number 3, Liam Neeson's rage. Liam Neeson's friend once told him that she was assaulted by a man, and his immediate reaction was to ask what race that person was.
I went out deliberately into black areas in this city looking to be set upon so that I could unleash physical violence.
After she said it was a black man, Liam sought revenge by taking a heavy stick and decided to wait around for any black man that would show up.
And I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, you know.
He did it for a whole week in hope that someone would come out of a pub and give him a reason to hit them. It didn't matter if it was the one that hurt his friend. He later apologized for his actions.
And I'm a fairly intelligent guy, and that's why it kind of shocked me when I came down to earth.
Number 2, Katie Hopkins' TMI. Alright, so we know Katie Hopkins is no stranger to disturbing statements and moments, but this is pretty horrifying even for her standards. This happened back when she still had her Twitter fingers to use. The platform didn't seem to think her comments were controversial enough to ban her back in the day. When women's marches took place to protest against Donald Trump's infamous comments about women's private parts, Katie addressed the march on Twitter and revealed that hers is made of steel. She added that it's so strong it can fit some questionable objects. Be right back, need some eye bleach after this one. Number 1, Gary Oldman's rant. Some of Gary Oldman's comments over the years are pretty questionable.
I just basically shouldn't have used them in any context.
Honestly. But by far one of the most disturbing ones is the one about not believing in political correctness. He said that after some of his acting buddies got caught saying and doing some not so nice things. He even defended Mel Gibson for his anti-Semitism and said that he doesn't blame Alec Baldwin for his use of a slur against homosexuals. To make matters worse, Gary also said that the interviewer will have to cut half of what he says to make sure he doesn't sound like a bigot. Bit too late for that, Mr. Oldman. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.